In today's video, I'm going to be covering the best BullX settings. Now, I'm going to be telling you the best settings so that you can execute trades as fast as possible, but I'll also be explaining these settings so that you understand what they do. Now, if you've never actually used BullX before, I'll actually include an invitation link in the video description down below, and you can click that link in order to get access to BullX. Now, there is actually two different types of settings on BullX. And the first lot of settings and the most important ones can be found when you click on a coin. On the right hand side, you'll be able to see this buy and sell interface. However, if we go down to where it says gas and click right here, it will actually open up this order settings option. And here's where we can start changing our slippage and our priority fee, stuff like that. So by default, your priority fee will be set to 0.01. And the higher you set the priority fee, the faster your transactions will go through. So what this means is that you will spend an extra 0.01 solana in order to have your transaction go through a little bit faster. Now, if that's too slow for you, you can also set this to insane, which is 0.02. Or if that's still not enough for you, you can go ahead and do custom, and you can increase this even more. Personally, when I have it set to 0.03 because I don't mind spending a little bit more of Solana just to make sure my trades do go through. Because if you find a good coin and you want to buy it quickly, and your transaction fails, then that could mean that you miss your entry, and then you end up missing out on a load of money. For slippage, I tend to keep this between 10 and 15%, and that's because Solana is very volatile. Coins move up and down a ton, so if you've got this set to like 5%, you're going to have a ton of failed transactions. So personally, I recommend between 10 and 15%. However, if you're noticing that you're losing money on your trades, that could be because you're getting sandwiched by a MEV, so you may want to lower it down even more. And talking of MEVs, they do actually have an option for MEV protection. However, this is going to make your trade slower, so personally, I keep this turned off. However, if you keep getting MEV'd and you're not too worried about the speed of your trades, then you could go ahead and enable this. But personally, I like to buy coins when they first release, and in order to be fast as possible, we want to keep this turned off. Next up's the bribe fee, and this is another fee that's going to help your transactions go through faster. Now, this is optional, so you could get rid of this if you want, but personally, I prefer just to keep this at 0.01, as these settings all put together work out pretty well for me. Now, there is also some more settings, and we can find that in the bottom left corner and going down to settings right here. And from there, we can find these preset settings, and we can also find this option at the top. Now, personally, I like seeing the security audit, so I'm going to keep this on. And from there, we move on to quick buy presets. Now, all of these presets are pretty much down to you because this is all just personal preference. And it's going to be different with everyone depending how much Solana you usually spend per transaction. If you go on the new pairs tab, you'll actually see this option on the right hand side, and this is actually the quick buy button. So if we set our quick buy to $10, for example, whenever we click this button, that means that it buys this coin with whatever we set in here. Next up's the buy button presets, and you'll find these when you select a coin and then go to buy. As we can see right here, I've got mine set to 0.5 Solana, 1 Solana, 2 Solana, and 3 Solana. And that means I can quickly click these buttons to execute trades, and it saves me having to type out the amount in here. Now again, just like last time, this is personal preference, so you just want to put in here the common amounts which you usually spend on a buy. And finally, we have the gas presets button, and this refers to the priority fee. So as I was showing earlier, the priority fee is set to 0.01 by default or 0.02, and you can change these around if you want as well, but personally, I recommend just leaving these alone, as the priority fee can usually be set once and then left alone. So this has been my video showing you the best BullX settings. As I said earlier, I'll include a link in the video description down below, and you can click that link to get early access to BullX if you haven't used it before. So I hope you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching.